Deck mastery lesson, how to build better decks. Draw from history, draw from networks. Save yourself some time. Don't go and try and reinvent the wheel. You can always go back and see what similar projects have worked in the past. You can always reach out in your network and see what they think so that you can save time. And that's a key thing, is not just making it better, but saving time. It takes thousands of years to invent everything by yourself and you'll not even be able to do it. But if you're able to build off of past successes and past failures, then you will find success in much quicker time period. Welcome in, much love, Trav here. This applies to Magic deck building, and that's what we're going to focus on, but it also applies to your own life and everything that you do, right? You know, your own skill, your own job. I know that we're all excited to get in and start trying to make it happen and build the thing without instructions, but we end up wasting a lot more time than that when we do that. And it is possible to be a theory junkie and spend way too much time researching and never actually get anything done. There's definitely a balance, especially in the early stages. You want to wait towards research, wait towards study. When I say wait, W-E-I-G-H-T, invest more time in study, invest more time in research, invest less time in doing it yourself. Once you have a rudimentary understanding, you can start working on it. Ideally, you have a mentor, you have a coach, someone to give you feedback on. You go out and test it yourself and get live feedback in the field, and come back and keep researching, keep reviewing, keep studying, keep sharing with your networks, and make it happen. So again, this is from the Deck Mastery ebook. I'll try to throw a link up in the description, mtgtraining.com/deckmastery if you want the full book. Confucius said, study the past if you would divine the future, right? You know, a lot of it is studying net decks, right? And a lot of you guys haven't been playing that long, so you don't necessarily know what's worked and what's not worked. So I'm going to give you some ideas on how to go back and research. One of them that I would recommend is actually, and I get zero commission off of referring this to you, but Patrick Chapin's, Next Level Deck Building. It's not necessarily the best book for how to build decks, other than it's a great book covering all the different archetypes, covering the history of deck building, and you can look at all these mana bases and look at all these things. It doesn't have necessarily like a step-by-step process like my book has, but you know, it has a lot of things my book does not have, and I think they go well together. One, you have this whole history of decks, encyclopedia, and then mine gives you a process, right? You can also just go back to the archives on Wizards and look through tournaments and look at all the Pro Tour top 8 decks. That works too. You know, Beethoven was a net decker. He spent 10 years on imitation, and he wasn't really considered to be good until later in life, until he was basically copying other people's style for a long time. You know, me too, my brother and I really net decked, and we would kind of brew around, but that was mostly for budget, just pick things that you know, make budget adjustments. But for the most part, I was net decking for a decade myself as well, before I kind of felt that I could really build my own decks. And even now, I'm often net decking. It's not a requirement for me to play my own decks in tournaments. So you can draw from history, from tournament results, archive strategy articles, books, as we already discussed. Yeah, Next Level Deck Building is good. Patrick actually sent that physical copy to me. I thought that was great marketing as well, because otherwise I don't think I would have bought it. But now that I have, I know that I would have bought it, and I can recommend it. Okay, networks to draw from. I wrote this book before the mastermind. So we have this coaching mastermind, about 100 people in it. We've got all these pros and committed amateurs, and that's a great way to just post and get feedback. That costs money though. Magic for Good is a free way to do it. Different forums, Reddit and stuff like that. So, Okay, so let's go into an example. And I'll go into some other videos on the archetypes, how I look at archetypes. Basically, you have aggro, you have control, strong cards, strong combo. Say you're playing like a blue-red Splinter Twin type thing, or you know, blue-red, that's banned, but some sort of blue-red combo. The individual cards aren't the most powerful, but you have a game-winning combo somewhere between aggro and control, so you have some interactive stuff as well. It's a fun archetype. I like to play that. Maybe you like to play it. We're just using this as an example. So, you know, go Google blue-red combo, tournament decks, various combinations of the above, and find lists that won or top 8 at tournaments. Pay special attention to overlaps. You know, common themes, common ingredients, mana bases, what's missing. So one of the first decks I found was this blue-red Draco Explosion deck that top 8 at a Grand Prix in France in 2002. So, you know, something interesting about this deck was there's no plan of casting any creatures, played 38% mana. What the deck's trying to do is brainstorm, put Draco on top of your deck, which costs 16, and then Erratic Explosion them for 16. Ideally, they use some Pain Lands and already took 4 damage, or you can burn them out with Fire Ice, Earthquake, Sonic Blast. So we have blue counter spells, the card draw and search, and blue-red duels. Okay, so now we have one. Another one I found is blue-red Swans combo that LSV, Louis Scott Vargas, used to top 8. Or no, he 6-no'd the Portion of Worlds with this deck. So notes, it plays main deck Blood Moon. Counting Chromox, it plays 40% mana. Counting Chromox and Simian Spirit Guide, 43% mana, so it's a heavy combo. The way that the deck finishes is it tries to have Swans of Bryn Argol in play, Chain of Plasma it, you draw 3 cards, then you discard 1 card, and then you draw 3 cards, then you discard 1 card, you draw your whole deck, and then you blast them with Conflagrate. Again, the blue offers card selection, it offers counter spells, it offers draw. Here, red offers burn as well, some fast mana and some disruption. And then again, we've got blue-red duels. Found another one by LSV, Blue-Red Mind's Desire. Top 8 at GP. He won GP Los Angeles. I was actually at this tournament, and I misplayed to miss day 2. But I got to watch him win. So another note, no creatures in the main, again. It's got a black tendrils, but it's basically blue-red. It's only 36% mana, it's a little bit lower. Although, actually, if you count the red rituals, it's 50% mana, so it's super mana heavy. The combo is you use this red mana to make fast mana to Mind's Desire, flip a bunch of cards from your deck until eventually you hit them with Tendrils of Agony. I don't know what this Rakdos Cackler is doing here. That's not right. Blue, again, card selection, ponder, and counterspells and remand. And then you've got blue-red mana base. Okay, find another one. So this is what you want to be doing, is just going through this process before you even build your deck of looking at what all these, you know, it just saves so much time. It doesn't take that long to do, but do your research. Again, not just for Magic, but for anything that you're doing. We have Blue-Red Splinter Twin, which is 38% mana. I was also at Pro Tour Philadelphia. I missed day 2 because of poor draft, but our team put Jesse Hampton in the top 8 with our Red-Green Breach Post deck. So this deck is trying to end of turn Deceiver Exarch or Splinter Twin, untap, end of turn like Deceiver Exarch or Pestermite, untap Splinter Twin, Kiki Jiki. Blue again offers selection, and it offers counterspells, red offers burn. So basically, if we want to do a blue-red combo deck, we want a game-winning combo. Usually it's going to be 2 cards. We want blue card draw, selection, counterspells. We want red fast mana and burn. Blue-red dual lands, and around 40% mana. You know, you don't necessarily need creatures in a blue-red combo deck. Half of them did not. We should have access to a 2-card combo, 40% mana. So, for example, now we're going to build a blue-red combo deck, starting with a 2-card combo Through the Breach Emrakul. It's red. Or polymorph a Dryad Arbor, which we can search up to get Emrakul. So this is a 1-card combo, polymorph. Through the Breach is a 2-card combo. Dryad Arbor will have just one. We'll fetch it with Misty Rain first, or Verdant Catacombs. We'll polymorph it. Blue, we'll throw in some selection. We'll throw in some counterspells. Red, we'll throw in some direct damage. We'll throw in some fast mana. And blue-red will give us good mana. And then we have this blue-red Emrakul combo deck. And I never played this in a tournament. I did play it online, and it did well immediately, and I could have taken it to a tournament, and it would have been a decent deck. You know why? Because it follows all the same ingredients as all these best blue-red combo decks in the history of the game, right? We have no plan on casting the creatures. We've got 50% mana, counting all this fast mana. We've got all this card draw and selection and so on. So, you know, some of you guys want to build and do your thing as art, as personal expression, but even then, you should still look back on what's worked. Otherwise, you're going to labor, find yourself that you're reinventing the wheel. You're going to have a lot more success if you dip into past networks and past history and networks and so on. So go join the Magic for Good group if you really want in-depth. Join the mastermind group. If you want the full ebook, you can get that mtgtraining.com/deckmastery. And next exercise, your current deck that you're looking at, go to Google, go back through history and try to find all iterations of the same sort of deck. Again, starting with, is it, combo, is it ramp, whatever, and search that up. And I promise you it's going to save you a lot of time. Elon Musk, Bill Gates, all the best people pretty much were net deckers for decades before they did, or at least a decade before they did anything. You have Malcolm Gladwell's rough 10,000 hour rule, 10 years, 1,000 hours a year. Anyways, hope you find that useful. Let me know what you think in the comments, especially if you found this video useful. I'm going to be doing more like it. So appreciate you, much love, and we will speak soon. Peace out, and let's get it.